Greetings, this is Ginthian, and I really want to help you enjoy playing or watching Minecraft. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to get the most out of your Minecraft experience, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click on the bell so you know when I produce videos. Today we're working on building a pressure plate door, and by that I mean a door that will open when a pressure plate is activated in front of it. That is not much of a challenge because if you put a single pressure plate in front of any door and step on it, it will open the door. Step off and the door closes. In case you didn't know, or let me remind you, that you need 2 stone blocks to craft a single pressure plate. And you need 6 wooden planks to craft 3 wooden doors. Now with our 2 double doors seen here, if we step on a pressure plate, only the door next to it opens. To open both doors, you have to line up just right so that you step on both plates at the same time. What if you want both doors to open no matter which pressure plate you step on? For that, we can use redstone circuitry to make it happen. Let's start by digging out the area around the doors to make room for our work. And we can go down here so you can see me digging out the area around the doors and pressure plates. Now let's put redstone dust under the pressure plates and connect them. Now, if you step on a pressure plate, it will power the block that the pressure plate is on, which in turn powers the redstone dust that is below the powered block. Since the redstone dust is all connected, we see all 6 pieces of connected redstone powder on the ground glow when any of the 4 pressure plates are stepped on. When we step on a pressure plate, it powers the block next to it, which powers the door which opens the door. To make both doors open, we need to power the block that the second door is on. Okay, let's just run redstone from down below where we know it is powered up to the block that has the second door. This doesn't work because we are powering the redstone, but not the block the door is on. Let's change the redstone so that it points into that block. Same result, we are powering the redstone, but not the block the door is on. A repeater can power a block, so let's add a repeater to power this block and see if that solves our problem. Now we've created an infinite loop. The pressure plate is powering the redstone, which powers the repeater, which powers the block, which the door is on, which powers the redstone under the block, which is attached to the redstone, and it loops forever. We have to remove the redstone dust from below the blocks that the doors are on to break the loop. I don't want to create looping, so I'm adding in some additional repeaters to make sure that there is no looping by adding a direction to the current. The redstone signal can travel only in the direction the repeaters are pointing. Now we step on the pressure plates and both doors open. And it works from either pressure plate. And it also works from either direction, so we can walk forward and backward through the door. Now if we cover up the redstone, we have our pressure plate door. But I still have a problem with this. Why must so much of it stick up? By that I mean, to cover up the redstone, we have to add all these blocks. I'm going to remove the blocks and see if I can lower the redstone circuitry to make this work with the redstone more hidden. Okay, that doesn't work. You can see we've created the same problem as we had before, where we're not powering the block that the repeater is on. I think I see the solution. Let's try that again. It's worth noting this won't work. Powering the block will not power the repeater. The only way to power a repeater is by putting a redstone current into the input on a repeater. Okay, that works. Now if we cover up the redstone, we have our pressure plate door. Thank you for watching and goodbye.